Hey guys, remember a couple weeks ago when we made Ethiopian flatbread called injera and I said you could put a stew on top? You've just been waiting for a recipe for the perfect Ethiopian stew to put on top, right? So today we're going to make Doro Wat. So you're going to need some chicken legs and we're going to take the skin off. And I think the easiest way to take the skin off is just grab the skin. It's not that easy really. Peel it back. And I usually can't peel it right off, so I got my scissors and I just trim it like that. It's pretty tidy. I'm gonna put all my chicken in a gallon Ziploc bag and we're gonna put in there with the chicken 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and a teaspoon of salt. And get all the chicken in there and mix it up, and I'll let it sit while I prepare the rest. That's step 1. Step 2, we're going to put some stuff in the food processor. I'm going to put in a bunch of onions, some garlic. I've got 4. I might be going a little overboard, but you really can't. You could put in some ginger too. I already grated up some ginger because mine was frozen. I didn't really think it would whirl up in here really well. But I'm going to get this really blended and then we'll move on to step 3. Now I've got my onions all blended. I'm going to get my big pot. There it is. I'm going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to put all my blended vegetables in there and some spices. A 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom, 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And sometimes I wonder why I put them in because I feel like their flavors get covered up, but I think it does add a little bit of nuance. 2 tablespoons of paprika. This is not optional. You need the paprika. It's a main flavor. Onions also are not optional. They form the body of the sauce. Now, the cayenne pepper is what I put in, but if you are actually in Ethiopia, you're going to be using something called berry, which I don't have. But it's my understanding it's quite spicy, and this took a little experimentation to get it to the level of edible. So if you want it quite spicy, like not too hot to eat, but quite spicy, add a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And if you're a little more like, I just want to be a little hot, maybe go for a 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon, and you can experiment too. Don't go putting a whole tablespoon in like I did the first time. You won't be able to eat it. Well, I mean, you can try. So we're going to cook this down until the onions are nice and cooked. And that's the next step. Okay, I think we're up to step 4. To my pot, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of water and mix it in with the dry spices. This is going to form like a thick sauce. And I'm going to put my chicken in. So while everything else has been cooking, once in a while I flip the bag over like that so the salt and the lemon juice can get on all sides. And we're going to stick that in there and we're going to simmer it for 45 minutes. Okay guys, last step. It's eggs. I think this is so whimsical to put eggs and chicken in the same dish. So these are hard-boiled eggs. And I always cut little slits like this all around the egg, which helps the flavor of the sauce soak in. It kind of looks fancy. So you throw these in for about 10 minutes after the chicken is done, and then it's ready to put on your injera, or a little less traditionally, it would be great with rice or noodles. I want to show you what the sauce looks like here. Thick and rich and very red. I can't show you anymore without dumping it all over my lap, which I don't want to do, but have fun making it, and I'll see you guys at the library.